Hi, everyone. Well, today a little lesson about the Constitution. There are a lot of people in the Trump administration, besides Donald Trump himself, his Barbie doll wannabe, Carolyn Leavitt, the press secretary, and his racist deputy chief of staff, Stephen Miller, are all complaining about unelected judges that are taking over the country and defying or canceling out what Trump has done. In point of fact, the judiciary is the third part of our Constitution, just as Congress is the first part and the executive is the second part. And let's talk about these unelected judges. In point of fact, whenever a judge who is unelected does something, let's not forget that that judge was appointed by an elected president. And before the judge could take office, the judge was confirmed by an elected United States Senate. So the idea that somehow these judges that came out of nowhere have suddenly decided to, do away with Trump's wonderful actions, of course, most of them are unconstitutional, is just bull. And I'll give you the rest of the word a little bit later. In point of fact, it's very interesting that Donald Trump complains about these unelected judges, when in fact he was saved by the unelected judges on the Supreme Court, 3 of whom he appointed. But 6 of them, of course, were very conservative. They said that a president cannot be indicted, even though the things that he did had nothing to do with being president. And this, of course, was when Donald Trump was running for president. So they saved him from jail. And they cut a lot of the continuing indictments from happening, especially when he was reelected, because they knew that the new judiciary would just cancel all of those indictments. And even the state convictions, the 34 convictions that he was found guilty of, went away. Yes, he was found guilty, but the judge said he didn't have to do anything, not even pay a fine. So here we are. They complain that unelected judges, just to confuse you, the voter, they're unelected. They're doing away with my programs and this and that, whatever. In point of fact, elected people appoint these judges. Elected people confirm these judges. So they are not just willy-nilly out of nowhere. And plus, judges are part of the Constitution, the third part, and we have to have them, in spite of Trump, who doesn't really like the Constitution. He would much prefer a North Korea or even a Putin situation with his pretend elections, which are really rigged because he controls who runs against him in Russia. Anyway, that's it. Unelected judges appointed by elected people, confirmed by elected people. We are not going through pandemonium, except, of course, are your groceries any cheaper? I don't think so.